Welcome to study section 7 of NSA 306. We will be discussing fluid and electrolyte distribution. All bodily functions rely on the proper distribution of fluids and electrolytes between the intracellular and extracellular compartments. Fluid and electrolyte balance is maintained by the interaction of renal, hormonal, and metabolic mechanisms. Imbalances can occur secondary to other disorders or as complication of therapy. The major objective of fluid and electrolyte distribution is the replacement for prior deficit and continued losses and nutrition. In this study session, you will learn about the concept of fluid and electrolyte distribution in the body. When you will have studied this study section 7, you should be able to identify body fluid compartment, describe mechanism, regulatory fluid and electrolyte balance, identify the factors affecting fluid and electrolyte balance, and explain electrolyte. Fluid compartments. The fluid system play an important role in the body. The principal functions of the body fluid are: maintains blood volume, it aids digestion, it transports material to and from body cells, it acts as a medium for cellular metabolism, and it excretes of waste, and it also regulates body temperature. Body fluid compartments. Both body fluids are found in two major compartments of the body. These are intracellular fluid, extracellular fluid. Let's start with intracellular fluid. Intracellular fluid compartment is found within the cells of the body. It accounts for approximately 40 to 50% of the total body weight. The main electrolyte is potassium, and this provides the cells with aqueous medium for its chemical function. Number 2, the extracellular fluid. This is found outside the cells. The main electrolyte is sodium. The extracellular fluid is made up of two compartments, the interstitial and the intravascular fluid compartments. You can read more about that in your course material. Distribution and concentration of electrolytes in body fluid. Distribution and concentration of electrolytes in the body fluid are regulated by osmosis, diffusion, active transport, filtration, and pinocytosis and phagocytes. 1. Osmosis. Osmosis is the process by which water passes through a semi-permeable membrane from a higher concentration of water to a lower concentration of water. Diffusion. Diffusion is a process whereby molecules move from higher concentration of solution to lower concentration. Oxygen and carbohydrates exchange in the lungs occurs through diffusion. Active transport. Active transport is a mechanism still not fully understood whereby ions move from area of lesser concentration to area of higher concentration. Then we have filtration. Filtration is related to hydrostatic pressure produced by the pumping action of the heart. That is, hydrostatic pressure is the pressure of water or other liquids. Number 5, pinocytosis and phagocytosis. Pinocytosis is the process by which substances of higher molecular weight, such as protein, enter the body. In this process, the cell membrane folds inward to incorporate the substance. In phagocytosis, foreign particles are engulfed or digested by specialized cells called phagocytes. Common sources of fluid and electrolyte imbalance. They include vomiting and gastric function, diarrhea and other sources of gastrointestinal fluid loss, wound exudate, excessive perspiration, insensible, that is water loss that occurs through the lungs and skin, hyperventilation, and hypoventilation. Electrolytes are chemicals that, when dissolved, dissociate into positively and negatively charged ion, that is cation and anion. It's regulating the permeability of cells membrane, thus controlling the transfer of various material across the membrane. Electrolyte equally maintain the body's acid-base balance. It promotes the neuromuscular irritability by transmission of electrical energy within the body. For example, without calcium, muscle contraction cannot occur. Then electrolytes also maintains fluid osmolality, that is the osmotic pull of all particles per kilogram of water. Factors influencing fluid and electrolyte balance. One, age is one of the most important factors that influences fluid and electrolyte balance. You can read more on that in your course material. The infant requires a large intake of fluid. His body contains 20% more water than that of the adults, and this water acts as a protective mechanism. Thus, imbalance is a major point of vulnerability. This is also true with the elderly client, whose essential physiological system may not be completely adequate. With the elderly client, fluid imbalance can result from the breakdown of one or more of the following system: the respiratory system, renal system, cardiac system, and gastrointestinal system. Mechanisms of regulating the fluid and electrolyte balance in the body. This includes the regulation of electrolyte and fluid in the body, includes the kidneys. It's also regulated through the gastrointestinal tract. It's being regulated through the chest, the lungs, the skin, and the hormonal control. Factors affecting fluid and electrolyte balance. They include insufficient fluid intake. 2. Disturbance of the gastrointestinal tract, such as diarrhea and vomiting, gastric function, and washout. 3. Disturbance of kidney functions, for example, cardiovascular dysfunction or imbalance in antidiuretic hormone. 4. Excessive perspiration and evaporation. And 5. Loss of body fluid, as occurs with hemorrhage, burns, and body trauma, including surgical trauma. Thank you for listening. See you in the next class.